Hey guys, welcome to Rae and Ozzy Reacts. I'm Rae.
I'm Ozzy.
And today we are going to be discussing something that I seen on somebody else's channel. Her name is TMR, and I'm going to link her channel down in the description box. She reacts on a lot of the three mommies of YouTube, but she also does some other stuff. And yesterday while I was listening to her, she was discussing this situation with a 29-year-old male and his girlfriend, which is 28. He says that he makes $150,000 a year, and he's an IT consultant, and his girlfriend is a 28-year-old female. She's a teacher, and she makes $45,000 a year. So basically what was going on is the background of their relationship is that they have decided they are going to split everything 50-50. Even though he makes $150,000 and she makes $45,000. I don't agree, but this is their relationship. So they were invited to go on a vacation, which was overseas, which already to me sounds expensive. They were invited, his mom, his dad, his brother, and his brother's wife. They're all quote unquote affluent and make good money. I guess they have good careers in whatever that they do. And they went on this vacation, and like I said, they were splitting things 50-50. So before the vacation even started, the girlfriend had to go get a side job waitressing on the weekend so she could afford to split this vacation 50-50 with her boyfriend. So they get on this vacation. She's only eating 2 meals a day and only going on 3 out of 6 of the activities they decided to do. I think one he said was scuba diving. I forget what the other ones were, but obviously they were a little too expensive for her budget. When they got back from this vacation, he said he spoke to her because he heard her stomach growl once or twice. Right. He heard her stomach growl once or twice, and he was wondering why she was only attending 2 out of the 3 meals and not going on these activities that the family had planned. He asked her about it. She began to get teary, and she said that she didn't have the money to do it. I guess now that they're back, he's feeling some type of way. That's why he wrote this on social media. I don't know if he wanted somebody's opinion or he was trying to figure out what to do. But yeah, that's the situation. And I was talking to my husband about it because I was thinking to myself, here's my opinion. First of all, there's no reason why they're paying 50-50 of anything. The money that they're bringing together is not equal. So I don't understand where 50-50 comes in at. First of all, I don't know why when you're dating, I kind of understand.
I feel like we're about to take this whole conversation somewhere else.
This is going to go to a whole nother level because when you're dating, I don't necessarily think that you need to know how much each other makes to begin with.
No?
I think it's important to know what each other makes if your plans are to be together for a long time in a committed relationship and actually be married. I think if you're dating just to date, there's no reason why anybody knows your income. Since that's not the case here and we know each other's income, I don't feel like it's necessary to split things down the middle because it's not equal playing ground. Somebody's making $45, somebody's making $150. If we have an apartment that costs $1,800, we're both paying $900. That kind of puts baby girl at a disadvantage.
At a disadvantage? Okay. So this is how I feel about the whole topic of couples splitting bills, right? It all goes with your intention and the amount of time that you've been dating. So if you have known someone for about 2-3 months, I feel like that is not enough time for me to feel obligated to do anything.
Right. At that point, you're just getting to know each other.
We're still getting a chance to know each other. I'll pay for dates, and maybe she could take me out on a date sometimes. But I'll pay for majority of the dates. I won't have her split the bill. I won't have her do anything like that. I'm kind of old fashioned. So when I take you on a date, I prefer to pick you up from your house, take you out on a date and drop you back off, and maybe I can stay with you. If not, hey, I drop you off. We part we part ways, and talk to you tomorrow.
Right.
So when it comes to this whole situation here, I have a lot of questions because I have to know the dynamics of the relationship. It kind of doesn't make sense to me. There's no way. How long you said they were dating?
2 years.
2 years. There's no way I'm dating for 2 years. Me and my partner are going on vacation out of the country or anywhere, and we're going to be with my family or hers, and she's not going to eat because she can't afford to. That
was the craziest thing to me, because I'm like, hold on a second. You are most likely staying in the same hotel room. If you as a man are getting ready to go out, you're putting your smell goods on, brushing your hair, but your girl's laying in the bed, like not getting herself together. I'm going to ask her, if I was a man, I'm going to ask her, wouldn't you? Why aren't you getting yourself ready? Aren't you coming?
What kills me about this whole situation is the part you tell me where he heard her stomach growling.
I'm sorry. That took it
to a
whole nother level.
A stomach growl could be digesting
An upset
food.
Stomach?
Yes. Or it could be
you're
hungry, right?
Right.
That's not happening with my lady. And it goes back to intentions on dating. Like, I kind of, because of my beliefs, I no longer really believe in dating. I believe in courtship, which means, we are dating, but with the sole intention on marriage. Mm-hmm. So if that's the intention, we are definitely not splitting bills in half. Like, I'm not paying half of the rent, you're paying the other half of the rent. Whatever you could afford, we sit down, and that's why I feel like it is important to know each other's income, because if I'm making $150,000 a year, you're making 40. I'm not splitting all the bills in half. I'm not splitting the rent or the mortgage or whatever it may be in half. I'll pay the bigger bills. You could take care of the smaller bills. And that's just that.
I agree.
I believe that there's more to this story that has not been said. There has to be.
There has to be, or he's just rude.
Rude, childish.
My thing is this, though. He's the one that put this up there.
Right.
So, he must really think that what he's doing was okay. Like, who raised you? You say you come from an affluent family. Everybody got money, but nobody sat down and talked to you about this? So your parent, and another thing, his parents thought the girl had an eating disorder because she only came for 2 of the 3 meals. But you didn't have nothing to say to them because you didn't even, the communication is off from the very beginning. Because if you know that she makes 45
mm-hmm.
and you make 150, the conversation to me sounds selfish. Because if the conversation came up that I make 150 and you make 45 and we're splitting the bills in half, it doesn't compute to me. It doesn't make any sense. So to me, it sounds like you're selfish. Right?
Yes.
Because how can you sit back and know that your woman is making 45,000?
There's so many things wrong.
And 45 is not that bad.
There are so many things
wrong with this. She's not doing terrible.
That's not terrible. That's about average.
So she's not doing terrible, but you're making 150. Wouldn't you want to make sure that everything... And I'm not saying, go out and buy her this or go out and buy her that. But what I am saying, if you guys are on a vacation, first of all, it should never, ever come down to somebody's not eating. That's completely out of the question. There's no way anybody could be around me and not eat.
Well, I don't think it's a fact of her not being able to eat. I feel, he explained how
she's on a budget.
Not just that, him and his family have expensive taste.
Oh yes,
so
he said that too.
It's not a fact that she can't eat. It's that she couldn't partake in the activities and the restaurants that they wanted to go to because of her budget.
Right.
Wouldn't allow her to. Which should not be a factor. As a man, you take care of that.
I,
As a man, and that's just as a man. Now, like I said, what I wanted to say a little earlier is it sounds like there's something deeper going on. There has to be. So if it's a situation to where you don't, I, I don't understand what situation that could be. Like there has to be something wrong with the relationship to where he feels as if she's supposed to be paying for all her own. Like I don't know if there was an argument that took place or a disagreement, and at that, if things are that bad after 2 years, you just need to sit down and reevaluate the whole relationship altogether.
right.
And that may not be the relationship that he wants to be in or that she wants to be in. I don't know.
It sounds like they both want to be in the relationship because they probably wouldn't. I don't know. To me, if I don't want to be in the relationship, I'm probably not going to go on the vacation. So to me, it seems like they want to be in the relationship, but the whole communication is off.
And the dynamics of everyone's relationships are always different. Like, so me and you are married. Mm-hmm. Some people would have told you that it took us 5 years to get married.
Right.
We've been together for 7.
Right.
After 5 years, we got married.
Yep.
On the 5th year. And, some people would have probably told you, hey, girl, you waited too long. And, if he liked you, he would have married you. Mm-hmm. They would have been saying that at the 2-3 year mark, right?
Right.
So the dynamics of everyone's relationship is different. So I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, or like I just don't get it. This is not a relationship that I continue in, and this is really just that. The conversations had to be made at this point. I don't get it.
Yes, if I was her, the conversation would have to be when we got home. And she's in tears. Baby girl's in tears. So for me, if I was the woman and I was in this situation, I would probably no longer be in this situation after we got back home. Because if it comes down to a plate of food, like I said, there's no way a stranger can come to me and say that they're hungry. There's no way. I can't handle it. I cannot handle somebody not being able to eat. I can't. I can't stand a stranger doing that. And we live in a big city where there's plenty of people who are hungry. And if somebody is at the corner and they say that they're hungry and I can give them something to eat, I'll give them something to eat. So there's no way somebody connected to me for 2 years as my partner would ever be able to say that a third meal is not in their budget. There's no way.
Yeah, there's definitely basically, to sum it all up. If I
don't love you enough to feed you, I don't want to be with you.
To sum it all up, there's an issue with that relationship, and they need to sit down and reevaluate and see where they went wrong or what's going on.
Either how they can change it or give it up.
Right.
Or give it up.
And it's that simple.
Another thing I was going to say is, maybe he's trying to teach her some type of lesson because maybe she's financially irresponsible. But then I think she actually had a budget, right? She said it wasn't in her budget.
She said it wasn't in her budget.
So she had the wherewithal to go over her own finances and say, I couldn't do this.
Or is there a reason why it wasn't in your budget? Like, was it not of importance to you? Did you spend your money out somewhere else? I don't know.
I'm kind of thinking that might not be the case because she picked up a second job. You know what I mean?
There's people that overspend on credit cards that'll pick up a second job to, they live beyond their means and they'll pick up a second job to pay that credit card off.
That's true. But let me tell you something. That being said, for me, there's no way somebody can be hungry and I know about it. There's no way. The boy down the street, next door, around the corner, he can't come around here talking about he's hungry. He can't. Because I make him a plate. I couldn't do it. So yes, to sum it up, they need to reevaluate their situation. If she's financially irresponsible and he is, they're unequally yoked.
I want to know what, for those of you that listen to this and that are watching, I want to know what you think about this. Please leave comments down below. Let us know what you feel about. I want to know, let's turn this into something else, right? Let us know what you feel about as far as dating, right? Who pays for the dates, the first few dates, right? Upon living together, like how do the bills get split up, or is there, does it matter who makes more? Like I want to know these things. Please comment down below. I can tell you for sure how our household works. Over the years, we've been together now for 7 years, married for 2. We have never we have never split bills. Like splitting bills doesn't happen.
Right. When we first met, we each had our own separate households. And when we came together, it was like, okay, so this bill needs to be paid. Can I get your debit card to pay this bill? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or if he's always, for the most part, made more money. So it's always been like, okay, well, I'm taking care of my bills, like my car payment, my car insurance, but the house bills, if a cable bill needs to be paid and I have the money in my account, I don't see why I wouldn't pay it. Or if you have the money in your account, it's always been a pretty clear communication who has the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And neither of us are really spenders irresponsibly.
No, we don't.
We've made irresponsible financial decisions. Not saying that.
Yeah, we've made bad decisions financially.
Right. But we're not financially irresponsible in that respect. So and then
it's really, with us, everything just came natural. Okay, what bills do we have? What needs to get paid? Okay, I have this money to do this. I have this money to do that. We put away money together.
That needs to be done.
We put away money together for vacation expenses, to go out to eat.
And then we built up we have a bank account we now share. So it's one account.
Yeah, we've been sharing bank accounts for the past 4 years.
So yeah.
Been together for 7 years. For the past 4 years, we've been sharing bank accounts. Within that, we have a shared bank account. She has her own personal bank account. I have my own personal bank account. And we have a combined savings account.
Right.
And that's for, our future, future plans and emergency money, vacation money.
Right.
We have different savings accounts and
for different things. So yes, please comment down below how you guys do it. I know when I was on TMR's channel last night, the comments, some people been married. Somebody said they were married for 18 years and they never actually paid a house bill. Their husband took care of all of that, and they paid for vacations. Their money that they made went into a separate thing and paid for vacations, even though she said her husband still foot the bill for most of that. Somebody said they split the bills. Somebody said, I take care of this, he takes care of that, and that's what we do. Everybody has their own agreement. I think the biggest thing for me is the communication. It seems like the communication's off somewhere, and something's not right there.
Yeah, something that's not right in that situation. I feel like who makes more money and all that other stuff is not really too much of an important. I personally feel whoever makes more money should pick up a little bit more of the...
pick up a little bit more of the slack.
Yes.
Because if it comes to a point where somebody can't eat, like I said, we have a problem. That's the biggest thing for me. Like, we have an issue there.
If she's making... That's almost $200,000 a year. If he's making $150,000, she's making around $45,000. That's about $200,000 a year.
Nobody should ever be tearful about a plate of food.
Yeah.
Ever. Nobody should ever have hunger pangs. Do you hear me?
And that's even living frugal.
Right.
That should not happen.
Right. So I think that's it. Do you have anything else to say?
I have nothing else to say. I would just like to hear and see the comments that are being left down below.
Right.
Please like, comment
and subscribe and check
and
out
share.
And share, please. And check out TMR's channel. Like I said, this is where I even got the topic from. I'll link her down below. I want to make sure she gets her her just due as well. So yeah, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.